Hello and welcome back to Redirecting. I want you to take a look at the image on the screen. This is Sammy Sosa. What we are witnessing and looking at this image, and you can search his name and see all of his images, which shows his transformation. This man believes that he is now better than he was before. He has altered his whole appearance. He no longer looks like the same person, but in his mind, he believes that he has improved himself. He believes that he looks better. He believes that life is better and just so many things. But what he doesn't understand is that there is a spiritual deficiency there because he wanted to look like a particular image for a reason. He was not pleased with what he saw, but he wanted to look like people who actually looked down on what he used to look like. I've never understood why people cleave to those who don't like them. Why do you want to look like, be like, act like, be accepted by, and all of this other stuff by people who do not like you and have made that very clear? They have made it very clear that they can't stand you, but you want to look like them. You want to please them. You want to be found in their good graces. It is a form of worship, whether we want to believe it or not. But when I look at this image and so many others, there are so many. We've shared images in the past where women have done the same thing. They will take their beautiful golden brown skin and they will get the melanin out, put on a blonde wig, do all of these things, change their eye color with contacts. Men and women, black men and women both, deciding that they would be better off if they look like people who can't stand them. That is a major spiritual deficiency. See, many of you think it's just a natural thing. There's something very spiritual and demonic going on with this. Remember, some of you may remember, I forget not all of you follow our ministry channel, but when you get a chance, go to the Watchman Reports ministry channel, and we did, I think it was a 3-part series on the image of the beast, worshiping the beast, and just different things of that nature. And this is talked about in the Bible, but it was kept a mystery for so long. A lot of people didn't understand what was going on and what it was talking about. But I want you to look at that. It amazes me how people want to look like someone else. You see, totally altering their image from head to toe. Head to toe. The color of your skin, the color of your eyes, the thickness of your lips. You want to thin them down. You want to thin your nose, putting contacts in, just whatever you can do to make yourself look like a totally different person. That is not just a natural deficiency, that is a spiritual deficiency as well. We have been taught it very well by our oppressors to hate ourselves, and that is what is happening right now with so-called black people. They actually hate themselves, and so they want to look like someone else. It is very sad indeed when I see this, and then our young people grow up with this as well. This is why the doll test was so popular. The doll test was basically where you put a black doll and a white doll in front of black children, and you ask them which one is the prettiest and which one is the ugliest. Not just black children, even white children. You do the doll test with them. Of course, they believe that the dolls that look like them are the prettiest and that the black dolls are the ugly ones. But what I think is very sad is when you see a black child who kind of catches themselves when they realize that they just pointed out that they believe the black doll is the ugly doll, but then when the person who was doing the interview asked them which one looks like them, they, with a sense of hesitation, point to the one that they just declared was the ugly doll. They point to the black doll after they just got through saying that they believe that's the ugly one. That's why when that little girl who was getting her hair done, and the beautician, something happened where the little girl thought she was ugly, and the beautician grabbed her and hugged her and said, "No, sweetheart, you're not ugly, you're beautiful." And she just put her little head in the woman's shoulder and she just cried. That was just so sad to me to see that baby actually believe that she was ugly. and let that come out of her mouth. And I was so happy that the beautician consoled her, because that was just awful to witness. That was something awful to see. But this is when we as so-called black people allow the standard of beauty that this country holds to be forced on us. You buy your little girls dolls that don't look like them, and you say, well, what's the big deal? You try to get the image and the features of people who can't stand you. I mean, everything around us is promoting a standard of beauty that is not really standard. When you look in the context of creation, when you look at the first people on the planet, why is it that the first humans on the planet are considered to be ugly? That's because that has been pushed in the minds of people for so long that this is what everyone believes. And so our children are growing with this as well, to believe that they are not attractive, that they are ugly. And so they become adults like Sammy Sosa and so many others who believe that they are ugly, and they change their appearance to try to look like something that they are not. And I really don't want to hear about other people tanning themselves and doing this, that, and the other, because they only want to tan, okay? And they only want the benefits of being black, but they don't want to be black, trust me. They don't want to be black, okay? But there's something beautiful about black, and they know this, or should I say brown skin. But because the majority of the world frowns on brown skin, we, who have it naturally, are trying to get rid of it. Well, those who don't have any sense, because those of us who know what we have, we are glad and proud and happy to look like what the Most High made us to look like. We are happy about that. We are kissed by the sun. Alright, I am done with this video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share and like this video, and with that, I am out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.